How's it going, guys? Sorry if I sound kind of weird and if there's boogers flying all over the place. I feel extremely sick right now. Unfortunately, it's my first time getting sick in about 2 years almost, and it's hitting me pretty hard. So yeah, that's been contributing to why there's been a lack of content recently. And I wanted to get into a few other things regarding, my travel schedule and stuff that's been affecting things a lot. So I do apologize, but I want to say I do really appreciate you guys all sticking with me, because it's been a very tough month for me. Business-wise, things have been pretty good. But as I mentioned in my last video, I've had two sick family members. One of them is all the way in Lake Tahoe, and the other one is in Las Vegas. So I've been having to commute back and forth to Las Vegas quite often, which has been taking up a lot of my time. And after commuting back and forth to Las Vegas, the last time, unfortunately, that family member, my grandma, the same one that was in the Evo reaction with the 668 horsepower turbo kit, she unfortunately passed away about a week or two ago now. Can't even keep it straight. And so that was tough to deal with. It was my first real death I've had to cope with so far in my life, that is someone that I've had a strong relationship with, so it was kind of difficult for me to deal with. And then after she passed away, I had a work convention to go to this last weekend. So that was just work, and that was fine. And then tomorrow I'm going to be going to Lake Tahoe for a funeral of my other grandma, who I loved a lot, but I wasn't as close with, so it's been disappointing. My girlfriend's dog just died, which is just sad, because there's just been so much death around me recently. And then after I get back from Tahoe, I'm going to be going to Arizona for Bondurant Racing School, which is going to be lots of fun, lots of travel. And then once I get back from that, I'm going to be going to another work convention. And then after that, I'm going to have about a week off. I'm going to be going to China for about a week for work. So I have a lot of traveling ahead of me. I usually don't travel nearly this much, so it's been kind of a little bit overwhelming, because, for example, it's a bummer, because one, I'm really sick right now, so I'm not looking forward to having to hop on a plane and stuff. I wish I wasn't sick going to the funeral service, I'll put it to you that way, so it could be a little bit more social. But sorry, lost my train of thought. Oh man, this clutch, I can't deal with it today. So I wish I wasn't feeling sick for that. I should be good though by the time I go to Bondurant, which would be good. But can you believe what I was gonna say? Because that's another thing, is I have like a crazy headache right now. So it's just, when I get sick, I just feel like all in my head. I get very congested and just nasally, and like my head just kills me. So I'm bummed out. I'm gonna be sick for the funeral. That's gonna be a long plane ride. And also, a new product is coming out. It's like the first major release that we've had in, I'd say, 2, maybe 3 months. And of course, the delivery date for this product is going to be well on the way for the funeral. So that's kind of bad timing. That's just the way things usually tend to go for me. Like whenever there's something really important, they both usually fall on the same days. So hopefully everything will work out. It's just a bummer, but luckily, I've been working hard. Things have been going well. So I'm just continuously trying to grow the company and still give myself somewhat of a social life. As I mentioned in previous videos, I'm now giving myself half days off on Saturday and full days off on Sunday. But on Sunday nights, I'll usually go through and do some emails, just so that my workload Monday morning isn't as crazy. And doing that has given me a lot more time to do car stuff, like make videos and just enjoy life a little bit more, because I'll tell you that working pretty much 12 to 14 hour days for 7 days a week, and every single time I'd be out in public, I'd be glued to my phone doing emails, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. It really does wear on you. I was able to keep it up for about 1.5 years, and then it just sort of, I still do it, but it would be to the point where every single time you'd see me, I would be on my phone, and that just wasn't really healthy. Everybody needs a break. So I've begun, having to hire people to help me with that kind of stuff. Man, that truck is flying. So by doing that, it's giving me more time to do stuff that I love. But having so many projects has been tough, because I've been wanting to do work on the Evo, like I mentioned in the last video. I still haven't been able to do the plugs or the oil change or drivetrain fluids and compression tests, which I've been wanting to do for like almost a month now. And I've also, on the M3, I need to take it into the shop because I think the Vanos might be going out. 100% sure, it could just be a weird rattle, but I've gotten a few opinions from people, and we all kind of don't want to admit that it kind of sounds like a very mild form of Vanos. Hopefully it's just the heat shield or something easy, but I gotta see for sure. I also need to get a new roll cage done for that car because unfortunately the cage that is in the car now was not made perfectly. So the first issue with it is that the harness bar on the cage is not where it should be. It should be higher up for like considering my height. And that aside, the cage is not too flush with like the frame of the car. So with it not being flush, I now cannot move my driver's seat back any further, which has been a problem because I'm been getting taller. So when I try to scoot the seat back, the seat has more room to go back, but the headrest hits on the cage. So I like physically cannot move the seat back any further, which has been giving me a lot of issues when I'm driving. Oh wow, this lady's hitchhiking. That's crazy. Should have picked her up. But anyway, so it's been causing me issues because when I'm driving, even in the Evo right now, like it's not perfect cars for me to sit in because in M3 especially, my leg is literally like a 90-degree angle. It's like that when I'm just sitting there. So it makes it like I'm really crammed up. It makes it hard for me to do proper heel toe downshifts. Getting from the gas to the brake is a little bit more of a work to have to actually like lift my leg up versus just like moving my foot over. So it's not very comfortable. Oh man, I feel disgusting. But as I was saying, luckily the steering wheel does telescope and has lots of adjustability in the M3, so that's good. That's one thing I do love about this car. This guy flashing his high beams. Anyway, so that's gonna be expensive. Unfortunately, the M3 just kind of needs a lot of maintenance work right now. It's about that time where I do the drivetrain fluids, plugs, oil, cage, and hopefully not Vanos, but fix that rattle and just make sure the car's still running well, because that's the key to having a track car is, it sucks having to do this stuff, but it's part of the game. You gotta do it, otherwise your car's gonna break. So hopefully the new cage won't cost me an arm and a leg. I still need to figure out where I'm gonna get it done, because I'm convinced that I paid for a custom cage last time, but I am convinced that I did not receive a custom fabricated cage. I think they just bought a kit and passed it off as being custom fabricated by themselves. So that would explain a lot of things about the cage, but we'll see. There's just a lot of stuff going on with the cars. I'm still on the hunt for an 8.6. I found one for like 2,500 bucks. Looks pretty good. So hopefully I can make that happen, because that'd be really, really cool to have as like a long-term project. So that's pretty much all that's been going on with me right now. I should say even the Forester, that car needs some work. I'm gonna take it in for, there's like some just belt squeak, the throwout bearing on the clutch is squeaking, and my shifter linkage is making a really weird rattle. So need to take that in, but hopefully my friend and I can just knock that out, because luckily he owns a shop now, so I have more resources to tools and lifts and stuff like that. So hopefully that'll help. But anyway, I don't want to drag this video on too much longer. I enjoy talking with you guys. It's kind of a good way for me to vent a bit, fill you guys in, and just, I just enjoy the interaction. Oh man, this lady just cut me off really badly. Freaking idiots, I swear. That's why, like, you have to be concentrated when you're driving. Like, that's scary. Like, if I were to have been on my phone right then, I might not have seen them. So it's crazy how fast stuff can happen on the road. So if you're driving today, or anytime really, just stay safe, stay focused, and just, be careful, because stuff happens quickly. That's a dangerous intersection too. So anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Once I get over this cold and stop the traveling, you'll hear a lot more from me. Just stick with me in the meantime. I'm trying to get through this kind of family stuff and just all this work and travel schedules. So stick with me, and won't regret it. So enjoy the rest of your day. Talk to you soon.